now, from the mean streets of Essex, England, this is Whatcast.
Hello, welcome to Whatcast live Sunday night. Hello all the people that are arriving, and today as usual I will be looking at suggestions that I've got. I see Spin, Jim, hello, Gabus, is that your name, Gabus? I am going to be looking at some of the stuff that I've been sent by people, some of the stuff that I've seen myself, my own stuff. Did a debate myself this week, and I'm going to be looking at some of those claims. Hello, CK. Some of those claims made by the Aussie Fredo that, told me some stuff that wasn't true. Imagine that. So I'll be checking some of that out. Someone else did a video about that with my interview with him. Someone else that knew Fredo, obviously. Let's just bring this down where it needs to be. There you go. Let's get straight on with it, shall we? This is what we want, right? So, if you've been following my channel, you may have seen I spoke to a bloke this week called Fredo. He is quite well known on the old Talk of Tick as well. And I didn't realise other people have been like, so he spoke to Jaren back in the day, which I listened to, but I didn't realise how well known this guy actually was. Jim's at it already. 20 gift memberships. Thank you, Jim. Thank Jim if you just got a membership. And so Fredo has been speaking to other people, obviously annoying other people. He just gets so worked up that he can't stand people that don't tell the truth, apparently, right? So that's what he says. Let's see how honest he is today on this here live stream. Let's check him out. Obviously I don't know, I might jump to some other one of his claims. I've got this bit lined up here, and then I've got the thing he was alluding to lined up after that. And I'm going to check out to see if he was true. So what I need people to do, well, I'll tell you, I'll play this bit first, and then I'll tell you what I need you to do on the next bit. Right, there we go.
In southern Chile, did I watch it? No, I didn't watch that. I just saw it when they were in Antarctica. Obviously, people are talking about glitches. People are talking about other things.
Of course,
people are talking about shadows. Look, I'm not trying to. I will say this, but right, I will say this. Okay, Jaren, I got Jaren on later, right? So I got Jaren on my live, and he was a piece of shit because he fucking lied.
I got Jaren on later, and then he talks about something that happened 6 months ago. So I don't know what he's even talking about there.
Right, because there was no way Jaren was a flat earther. So Jaren was a flat earther.
Of course, Jaren wasn't a flat earther, of course, because he can't have been, can he? This is bullshit. For 10 years.
Listen, this is on my life, I promise.
I've spoke to Jaren at length.
He got on with Globey. So Globey, yeah.
Look, I just drunk at the same time as me there. That was weird, wasn't it?
And Globey and him, right? Jaren was a flat earther for 5 months. That was it.
What do you mean? He's been around for 10 years.
No, he said no. Ask him. I spoke
to him. Go on my YouTube channel. I'll speak to him for an hour and a half.
Speak to him again. And ask him. Say, Fredo asked you, and it was about Venus as well, and Fredo asked you, how long were you flat earther for? He said 5 fucking months. And I said to him, well, that's
5 fucking months, not just 5 months.
You're not a fucking flat earther, man. You were just going along with the fucking narrative that you were going down there. Whitset, look, I don't know what happened to Whitset, man. But
what on earth are you talking about? He was well known for 10 years. He was in a fucking film on Netflix as a flat earther.
Yeah, but a lot of us thought that was sus as fuck, bro.
Ask Jaren. I swear to you on my children.
The final experiment was sus as fuck, says the other guy that I've forgotten his name. But he was sitting there also agreeing that it didn't really go.
That's what he said to me. Ask him.
Yeah, but that's not true, is it? You've obviously misunderstood something he said, because that's clearly not true. He was in. When was that documentary? That was something like 2017 or something.
And what was it about?
It was about flat Earth.
Yeah, but what was the outcome about?
What? Sorry.
What was the film? What was the whole thing about?
Beyond the Curve.
Yeah, Beyond the Curve. And what was it about? But what happens at the end?
Yeah, but have you ever heard? So he fucked up the experiment.
Exactly right.
Right.
See?
But
exactly
have you ever heard
Matt.
him speak?
Exactly
have you ever
right,
heard
Matt.
him? Have you ever heard him speak about
They got called out. What was it, Matt? Exactly that.
So why did he keep
Come on,
continuing?
man.
So why didn't they pull the plug on him then? That documentary had. Hold on a minute, and I ask everybody this question because you all pretend he was never a flat earther. So if that was the case and he was put there to sabotage the flat earth and all this other paranoid shit that you all think, why didn't they just make him come out after that then and say that he wasn't a flat earther anymore because he just disproved it on a film that millions of people have watched, as opposed to the final experiment, where the only people that know about the final experiment is people that are actually in the conversation.
No, heaps of people know about it. Heaps of people know about it.
Yeah, but not as many as have seen Beyond the Curve.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's something I've always said as well. It's that all of this psyop, they sent the ones that weren't really flat earthers to do the final experiment, and then they could switch and to try to end the deception and blah, 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 and all of this bullshit. So they done the film that went on to Netflix that way more people have seen than knew anything about the final experiment, and yet Jaron continued being a flat earther after that, rather than saying, you know what, this experiment disproved me, therefore I'm no longer a flat earther. So it doesn't make any sense if it was all bullshit.
Beyond the Curve, you know why people care about it? It's because a flat earther got proven wrong.
Why didn't he
That's why people care
just
about it,
stop being a flat earther after Beyond the Curve if he was fake all along?
I think it's more effective when you have somebody who can build a following like he did.
He already had a following.
He has so much bigger of a following.
Maybe his following put pride to it, Matt.
If they wanted to put Jaron in that film and push the button on making him flip at the end of that film because they wanted him to build a following, then why did they make him look like a prick at the end of that film? Like, why didn't they make him have a successful experiment, or at least a maybe experiment, and then get the huge following of flat earthers just to turn on them in 10 years? when he goes to fucking the way their minds work. Like, surely that would have been the thing to do. Realise that I know the guy. Do you realise how much he's struggling financially at the moment? Or you lot think he's been paid off? His channel, he's killed his own channel. It was his job. He's killed his own income. He's killed his own channel. And you lot are pretending he's done it for what purpose?
Ask him what I spoke to him about. No, ask him now. Ask him how long I spoke to him about Venus.
I can almost guarantee you. Well, I don't know almost. I will guarantee you. If I say to him, how long was you a flat earther, which I did on the conversation I had with him, he said 10 years.
Yep. Okay, well, ask him this. So when I asked him, I was on with Globey, me and Globey, and he was there. Globey brought him on the live, right? And I got up.
I heard it. I listened to it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. It was in February, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So I did listen to it. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, now go back.
That's the problem with liars. See, they just assume that everyone else is lying. I totally remember listening to it because I was in Iceland, and it kind of sticks in my mind.
Go back and listen to it. He says 5 months. I swear to you on my children. Go back and listen to it. And I said, and that's when I
Hello, Roger.
Called him out and said, well, you're not a flat earth.
Now, Max and Mike, Conspiracy Music Studios. Hello, Grounded Extracts. Welcome.
Then are you?
You must have not let him finish the sentence, because there's no way you would go on here and say, I was only a flat earther for 5 months.
So you know exactly when it was, because that's correct when it was, right?
Yep.
So go back and listen to it.
I know exactly when it was. It was around the middle of February, because I was in Iceland and I was listening to it.
Okay, that's correct. It was February, because I was staying at fucking a place up the road on the beach, and it was with Globey, and he was on there, and I promise you, go and listen to it and what he said.
It's on YouTube.
Go and listen to it then.
I will.
Okay, done. And then
I guarantee you, if he said that, he misspoke.
When you come back to me and apologise, make sure you follow me, because you're about to apologise.
Right. What do you think? I'll apologise. You think I'll need to? Okay. What do we think? If he's on there, listen to me, right? If he's on there and he says, I was only a flat earther for 5 months, and he says it with seriousness, doesn't get cut off and means it, I will come and apologise to you.
Done. Thank you. Appreciate it. I will really enjoy that. And if it's wrong and you get it, I stand corrected. I apologise as well.
No, you won't. Absolutely no chance. You will still pretend that I've misunderstood.
No. You don't understand.
I know the guy. I know him. I've spoke to him. I know exactly how long he's been a flat earther.
Listen, just please listen to it. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking anything else. Just listen to it. I'm not lying to you. I'm not a fucking liar. I'm not a scumbag.
So,
I'm trying to
so why has he got 10 years worth of flat earth content on his channel?
I don't know. That's what he said, because I said to him, you'll hear
Cheers,
it on
JD. Thank you for the super chat.
I said to him, well, you're not really a fucking flat earther then, are you? I swear to you.
Hold on 2 seconds. Just want to see who Sugar is. Sugar's popped up here. Who are you, Sugar?
Yeah, hi.
Right.
Yeah, from the UK.
So I might revisit some of that later. So he was talking about this. So he was talking about this conversation he had with Globey McGlobeface. Yes, like and subscribe. Come on. CK always has to remind me to do all of this call to action bullshit that everybody does on these sort of things, right? Call to action. Like, subscribe, like. What are you doing? If you're in here and you ain't liked it, 14 likes ain't enough, blah, 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 blah. So this is what he was talking about. So he was talking about that in this conversation that Jaren, I have not watched this. I absolutely will go find Fredo and say sorry if this is in the context. If he says anything here, anything what Fredo suggests, but I suspect I'm not going to hear it because I'm pretty sure that it would have either been said in a joking way or not at all. Mrs. Spurs. So let's listen. This is right at the start when Fredo first jumps onto this, and he's just said I was talking to him about Venus. So I'm assuming that's what they're going to talk about. Let's see if Jaren says I was only a flat earther for 5 months. Please, everybody, keep your ears open so we can make sure we don't miss it.
Version of Rhonda, so I apologize before.
That's all right. I'm used to it.
Okay. What's up, Fredo?
Hey, brother, how are you?
Good. Some questions?
So, all right, not a question. Me and you, we're still at it. And your date is coming on the 23rd. Again.
Is this about me? Are you here for me?
Always. I'm always here for you, Globey. Always. I just want to stress my point. The 23rd
I love you
coming.
too. I love all you guys.
The 23rd is coming. And you made a promise to me that after the 23rd, you'd become a flat earther if Venus was still in the sky.
Yeah, he thinks Venus doesn't set. I don't even know what his real point is, but...
The point is you can't see it at this time frame in the morning and night. And we can...
Whose birthday have I missed it? Jim? Jim's birthday, was it? Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Jimbo.
On a spinning globe. And I'll prove you and Stingrays, no one's proven it to me. So
the models show it. You don't believe the models?
It will disappear for 20 days. It's always there, mate. It will disappear for 20 days. That's because it'll be in feed, and then it will be superior on the other side. But we are seeing it way longer than we should.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure you could show me the math on why you think that, but...
On the 23rd, I'll get back to
All right. Okay.
Jaren, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
So where do you stand now?
That I think that the Earth is definitely a sphere, and that it cannot be flat. And from there, I mean, that's pretty much all I can determine from the trip and the things I saw on the trip. So,
and that's based on a 24-hour sun?
And then also the sunset direction in the south goes right to left, which means that
My mum bakes cakes. Happy belated birthday. Everybody else has had... My birthday's in March. Everybody else has had a birthday, on October birthday so far. Happy birthday.
it can't be an AE map. The 69 miles per degree is something we figured out. The sun being upside down, the moon being upside down. We did sunspot observations. It's not a reflection because we look for any change in the sun. The sun is just, it's the same sun all the way around.
It's funny that Fredo doesn't care that the sun and the moon are both upside down. They don't care. Why?
The sunspots were flipped versus the USA versus when we were down there. And then really it hit me when I was down there watching the sun. And this is something nobody ever told me. It was something I figured out on my own, that I was like, oh man, if I walk towards the sun being at its lowest every day, if I just kept walking there, I would eventually end up where the sun would be balanced all the way in the sky, and that would be the South Pole. And then I started thinking about people that would be to my left or to my right in Antarctica, and I realized, well, if they walk towards the southern part of the sun, they would end up at the same place I would. So that made me realize that the South Pole is real. Which, if the South Pole is real, obviously the flat Earth can't be real. The flat Earth has to have a South Pole everywhere, right? Everywhere on the outside would be the South Pole. So then, when we went back to Punta Arenas, observing the South Pole,
it wouldn't be a pole. It'd just be a surrounding barrier. Really.
What's that, Jim? I don't know. I've just gone on Discord. Well, I've been on there forever, but I've just started using it like yesterday, I think. So my Discord, maybe I don't know. I think CK just stuck it in the chat there for anyone that wants to join it. I'll have to start adding it to my videos to click if anyone wants to join the Discord. I've got no fucking clue what I'm doing there, but everyone tells me I should have one, so I've got one.
Correct, but the difference between everybody walking towards the south sun and all walking away from each other, but when you're down there, you can see, we would all walk towards the same bottom part of the sun, which would put us at the same spot eventually. So there is a South Pole, and then getting back to Punta Arenas and looking at the South Celestial Pole just made you think, wait a second, so there's a North Pole, obviously the North Celestial Pole is above it, there's the South Pole, the South Celestial Pole, so the South Pole's below it. So there's no flat Earth that can have a South Pole, North Celestial Pole, South Celestial Pole with the stars turning opposite directions. Just doesn't work.
So has anyone heard him say that he's only been a flat earther for 5 months yet?
Okay. So can I just ask just on that then, what made you become a flat earther in the first place?
The South being, it seemed like the South was a lie. There was no videos of the 24-hour sun when, in 2014. The Earth measures flat as far as we could tell. I mean, my wife and I first experiment was 4 miles, which isn't much, but when you do 4 miles and we could actually pick up the laser at like 6 inches off the sand. Now, going back.
Okay, so just on that, how do you address that then, now?
So because
that measurement still existed.
Right. So we took it as 4 miles, and we did the 8 inches per mile squared, which comes out to, 432.
I see spin. Absolutely. I will. Once I figure out how to make admins, I will make her an admin.
Whatever it is, 128.
She seems to be the go-to.
Right. So it's about 10 feet. But the problem was we weren't smart enough at the time to recognize that our camera was 3.5 feet off the ground, picking up so when you change it to 3.5 foot observer height, looking over 4 miles, the curvature is 6 inches.
Yep.
So that's why we were able to pick it up.
Is there any more real startling evidence that converted you from a globe to a flat in the first place?
Why does that matter, Fredo? You don't believe him anyway. Like, he doesn't want to hear it. This is what I didn't find him. I know it's not popular to say things like this, but I didn't find him that bad. Obviously, he was full of shit. But like, I find with a lot of these people, when they're out of their gangs, if you let them speak and talk bollocks for long enough, they end up being a bit more civil, and then you can actually have a bit of a discussion with them. I don't really like all the overshouting stuff. It doesn't really achieve anything. I don't find it entertaining to listen to either, so I'll try not to do it. But, maybe everyone's got their own different opinions.
It seems like that you have always been a globe person, and because there are so many other contradicting, like a photograph that's just been taken, the world record. It's a proven photograph. That's 200.
He went on about this to me as well. The Guinness Book of Records has this longest photograph, and next to it, it tells you exactly how it's possible. So, again, as Toon always says, the citation always contradicts the flat earther, right? Again, evidence.
175 miles long. Okay, now, at that mountain at 12,000, whatever it is, feet, 16,000 feet, there's 4,000 feet of curvature. I'm an Indigenous man, an Aboriginal man, right? So my people have been here for 60,000 years. We have lived by the same stars. That's how we got around. So
you're in Australia?
They have not moved. So for me,
the worst part about it is he lives down there.
Well, but don't you see the sun rise from your south?
Yeah, we do, and that's why I've sort of come
and set
to a point.
By the way,
that maybe, and I have spoken to Stingray about this in depth. And he's right. Where I live in Esperance, I watch it come south. I do that.
That's funny that he said that there, and then to me said it's not. So it rises south of east, sets south of west in their summer. But to me, he said that doesn't happen. But here he's saying that does happen. But he absolutely hates all the lies that's told in the world.
But it got me thinking there could be a second sun. And it has got me thinking. and I do believe that it could happen. Like
Yeah, but
I've
think
looked
about what
into
you're saying.
things.
So why is there no videos of that? Why don't we have?
Well, there are. There are plenty.
But there's videos of like the sundog or like there's a reflection sun, but anybody who zooms in will see that only one of them is the sun. Nobody's ever zoomed in and seen sunspots on one sun, then zoomed out, zoomed back in.
Look at my photos. I've zoomed in to the sun, and it is very much. I've zoomed right into the sun.
Right.
I've never seen a sunspot ever in my life on it, and I've seen.
You haven't seen a sunspot because you've never zoomed in with a solar filter because you've got no idea what you're doing. But you've got the confidence to come online and argue about it when you don't even have basic camera equipment other than a Flerf 1 million.
What
You have
looks
to
to
have a
be
solar
like
filter.
a. Pardon?
You want to have a solar filter if you want to look at the sunspots.
Yeah, that's fine. And I've got a sun filter, but I've never seen a
Bullshit.
real sun photograph. It looks like it is just a.
Come on,
shiny
Fredo.
light.
Show us your sun
Don't know about
filter.
that. So like go look
I'll
at Crow
go on my
777.
page.
Crow 777 has
It's on my page. Just go get it. It's literally just a thing that goes, let's go grab it.
a hydrogen alpha telescope. The sun has features. The sun has.
I've never seen a picture on it.
It's a physical thing. Go look up Crow 777. It's Crow CRROW 777. He's been a truther for 10, 15 years, and he's got a hydrogen alpha.
Oh, Jim. Jim always makes it feel like it's my birthday when he comes on there. Thank you, Jim. $5. Clock is slowly running down on that super chat goal. Come on, fam. Let's go. Jimbo.
Telescope he just got, and clearly the sun has.
So you think the sun is nuclear fusion?
No, I don't know I didn't claim that. So
Okay,
I don't know.
no,
if people
well, I'm
think
just
that-
saying. Well, if you're saying
I
the
believe in the globe. I don't have to believe in everything
Is this where he pretends that because he's never had sunburn, it can't be that?
that they believe in. I haven't done any research on that. I'm not an astrophysicist. I'm not a sun major.
Right.
Yeah.
When flat earthers get into cosmology, right? It's like we don't claim to know everything about the universe.
Yeah.
Right. So poking holes in things like dark matter, dark energy, like great. Poke holes. Fine. No one claims that proves the globe Earth. It doesn't even like why you even talk. We can't look at the sky to measure the ground, but look at cosmology to prove the physical shape of the Earth. Right. It doesn't make sense.
Well, there's
know
a
they're
lot that
wrong.
doesn't make sense. And I mean, you've spoken about this. Venus doesn't make sense.
It
The
does make
stars
sense.
are not moving.
If you mapped it
doesn't
out yourself, if you drew it out, if you modeled it, it would.
I don't know if the guy's in it, but I see someone else done a video on my debate with Fredo. And I haven't addressed the. I'll go back to this one. I haven't addressed the way that he was claiming he was going to send me a video the next day of the sun setting in the west, which I never disputed, but I said it was south of west or southwest. The statement that the sun sets southwest in Australia in the summer is correct, because Australia is in the southern hemisphere. Its seasons are reversed compared to the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, summer, the sun rises in the southeast and sets in the southwest. Exactly what I said that he told me I didn't understand and was lying about. From Australia, the sun appears to move right to left across the sky as opposed to left to right as it does in the northern hemisphere. This is a key difference in how the sky is observed. Yes, why doesn't he care about that? Why doesn't he care about them being flipped upside down? Why doesn't he care about them going right to left? Why doesn't he care about them setting southwest and rising southeast? Because he is a fucking knob that lies. Let's continue.
Would make sense.
But it has
No,
to be.
it
It has to be to scale. I've seen already people say
Right.
this.
I don't know. My best Nathan Jokeley insult. I like that. I got these. I'm going to play all of my Jokeley sound clips for you. So I can play a few. I don't know if this.
Sounds like cognitive dissonance to me, mate.
I like this one.
Violated by gas.
Violated by gas. This one.
Gas go down, go boom, boom, my friend.
This one.
No, you can fuck off.
That's it. Or what else have we got for him? No. Oh, here you go.
You unbelievable clown. Bouncy balls, mate. Bouncy balls, mate. Bouncy balls, mate.
What about this one?
Mute, you stupid bastard.
What about? Oh, this is CK's favourite one.
But you enjoy the taste of my salty nuts as I teabag you.
There you go. That's literally all of them on there. Let's crack on. Thanks for the $5.
You have to do it on GeoGebra with the real sizes of all those things. Because
No, you can't. You can't do it. But this is the thing. They want you to believe in all this. And then they tell us that it will disappear at this time and disappear. Like Venus on the size difference, it should be gone for ages.
Here,
But it
Fredo.
disappears for 20 days. How is that even possible?
I don't know,
It
but
makes no sense.
here's the data on your
I'll draw it out for you. I'll try and draw it on GeoGebra. Because that is one thing that I
That'd be cool.
have not really seen good evidence. And I know what you're saying, that if you draw the daylight side,
That's
you draw
right.
the night side of Earth, it doesn't seem that you'd ever be able to see it. But I always see it on small drawings, which a small drawing is nothing like the universe.
Small drawings are not to scale.
Right, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
you've got to look at the Venus. We can fit 1.4 Venuses into the sun.
That's quite interesting that he just said that.
Now
What?
the problem is yeah, we can
1.4?
we
What
can-
do you mean?
1.4 million Venuses
gotcha.
into the sun.
Okay,
right?
gotcha.
So the object's supposed to be huge, but the problem with it is, it says that we can see it at 9 a.m.
Yes, the salt shaker, the salty nuts. Let's put 2 and 2 together. So, has anybody heard Jaren say that he's only been a flat earther for 5 months yet? I haven't, but I may have been talking over it.
and 9 p.m. This is a problem on a spinning globe.
Why?
You can't see it every single morning. Every single
Why?
morning. If it's to the right of us at 9 a.m., I'll see it, but at 9 p.m., I'm facing this way. I can't be looking at 9 a.m. this way and then 9 p.m. looking in a completely different direction and seeing Venus.
No, I
It
see.
is impossible.
I'll
We can.
do it on GeoGebra and see what I can come up with.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great.
Okay.
I'll tag you in this, and
I'll do it for Fredo.
He does that disingenuous. Loads of them. If you're aware of TikTok, flat earthers, well, a lot of the people watching this stream tonight, they always do that. They're always going to show you tomorrow. They're always going to look into it. They're always going to show you their evidence tomorrow. I'm going to follow you and show you this next time you're on. And then you ask them, and they just don't. Oh, I ain't had time yet.
thanks.
And he is like, he's done it with me. I haven't seen or heard of him since. And he's doing it here, and I bet none of these saw or heard of him since.
Brother, I appreciate it, because Stingray hasn't been able to do it. Globey hasn't been able to
Can
do it.
you stop saying people can't do it?
Well,
Just
I
stop.
didn't say can't. I didn't say people. I
Yes, you
said
did.
you and Stingray. I said
Yeah,
you and Stingray.
we are people, right?
Oh,
Have I
God.
sat down and tried to
Oh,
model this
God.
for you?
Listen to the guy that used to make fun of everyone.
Yeah, pull up Stellarium, pull up Celestia, pull up
Oh, bless. He made fun of people.
Starry Night Pro.
all
Pull up
bullshit.
any of those models.
Just
It models
common
everything
sense.
to
Look at
scale
my page.
already.
My
And you
page
can
is
see for
common
yourself. No,
You
see, this is the
can't
problem.
see
You
in the
want
morning,
common
Globey.
sense. Bro,
Globey.
Fredo, no,
Common
Fredo,
sense is you
Fredo,
can't see it
hold
in the
on.
morning and night.
Hold on, Fredo. If you model this to scale in 3 dimensions and then look at that model and then press
No, it absolutely hasn't. And if he did, it would be south of west, like it is this time of year.
play, and it,
And as it gets closer to December, it gets further and further south.
it matches reality, then you have your answer.
My reality is
Your reality.
my reality is my senses. And what
Yes,
I see
yes.
and what I visually see. Why are we chucking this all out for models? You can't
It's a
see
model.
if you're on a spinning globe, you can't see an object in the morning and at night in the same spot. It can't be done. It just can't be done. It's not even.
said-
It's not even
okay.
done.
84 people watching, 22 likes. Not good enough. Come on, guys. 22? Why is there not 84 likes there? That's what I want to know.
It's
Somebody
just
prove that-
pure
87 people now, still 22 likes.
common sense. It can't be fucking done.
Nudge, nudge.
Somebody proved that it could. Would you change your position?
Well, they've tried to. I've had it. I've had it with Hassel.
That wasn't his question. That wasn't his question.
So I'm saying they have been trying to prove it, but the problem is they use an angle of we can see this far facing Venus, and then when we
just wanna
turn,
see that. I get you.
Pardon?
I want to see the same thing. I want to see it with in real scale, because the problem is if you draw it on paper, it will always show you that you would never be able to see Venus.
This is what I'll say. I'm hoping at some point, if enough people, a thumbs down, there's a flat earther in here. So I'm hoping that he's asked for likes, so I'm going to give him a dislike, because that'll really ruin his night's sleep. What I hope for is if enough people like it, it gets shared a bit more, and then hopefully maybe flat earthers come in, and maybe they come in to this. That'd be funny.
no, they've all drawn it on paper and shown Venus that we can see Venus because they draw the sun at this small. And they
Yes,
say, well, you can see around it.
Let's do it on scale.
So if the orbit is 255 days, right? I've now seen Venus in the sky for over 200 days. And Globey knows this. I've seen it since September the 4th. That's since I've recorded it, since September the 4th. We are nearly in March. And I've seen it in its orbit for nearly 200 days in the same spot. And I've recorded it in the same spot. You know what they come back and say to me? You're not looking at Venus. You're not looking at Venus.
2 dislikes. That's flat earthers. Identify yourselves.
So I pull up their star maps. I do it. It's in the same spot for 200 days. That is impossible.
What time do you see it at? 9 a.m.?
9
Do you reckon Dick wanks in there?
p.m.
9 a.m. and 9 p.m.?
Yep.
Okay, so this is...
In Western Australia. We see
Okay, I'll
it
put you in
around-
Western Australia.
we see it
Western
around
Australia.
6,
So,
Wait,
6 or
Perth?
7. Esperance.
Okay,
Fredo,
now...
when you see the sun set right to left, when you see it go, if you're looking west and the sun's
It's
setting,
really weird over there, bro. The way it does it.
okay.
Leave it nice
it
as
doesn't,
much.
it doesn't fit the flat Earth, right?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird because it just doesn't fit what I'm indoctrinated to believe. So it's weird. No, it's not weird. It's exactly what it should do. It's nothing weird about it.
It just doesn't seem to be, when we look at it, when I look at it on the map, and then I look at it on a flat earth map, like Dave Weiss's flat earth map,
Right.
the sun doesn't seem to be, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
When I saw the sun, where it's coming from, where I see it coming from in Esperance, it is 100% coming from south. It's coming over Antarctica. It looks
Okay, so now just listen to me real quick and just follow what I'm saying. We know that the sun is above the Tropic of Capricorn. It has to be. There's no arguing. There's no debate. So that means that the Tropic of Capricorn is where you see the sun coming from, which means that that's the other side of the globe.
It's not coming from it's not coming, honestly, it's not coming from Tropical Capricorn. It's really weird. I showed Stingray this, where it's coming from. It's coming from where I live in Esperance. I face Antarctica.
Okay.
So where I see it, I've taken photos. You can go on my page. It's coming over those.
Just to check in here, we're going to quickly do Jim's super chat from Jim Daniels. Welcome to those just joining in. Don't forget to check out that super chat goal pinned at the top hip. Yeah, thanks there, Jim. Always rely on Jim. And a quick check in. Count. How many times has Jaren said, I've only been a flat earther for 5 months so far? I think it's a big fat 0.
Those mountains. It's coming over like towards the ocean, from that ocean.
Right. So
it
that's
does
what I'm
look
saying is
weird.
that's the line of that's the Tropic of Capricorn's over there, under the Earth.
Yeah, maybe. Look, I don't understand it, and it's one thing I did say to Stingray.
I've got something else lined up. I've got loads of stuff lined up for tonight, but I've got something else lined up. There's someone, I was watching some of Blitz's stuff this week, which was good. And one guy on there was talking about a toroidal field and stuff. And I've had people listen to my podcast in the comments of that banging on about, oh, you're a fucking idiot. We're not on a flat plane or this. It's a toroid thing. And this theory gets absolutely annihilated. And I'm going to play that later on because it was very funny.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But that angle that it's doing the sun's path is very unusual. It is unusual. And I have to dive into it a bit more as well to try and figure it out.
Well, I'll tag you in the video that I do because I do want to. Venus gets brought up a lot, so I want to show that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And Fredo, here's Venus. It says it's east in the morning. And then as I go to nighttime, it says it's northwest.
Yeah.
So either this is wrong or you're lying about Venus being in the same spot in the sky.
No, sorry, I apologize. Same spot in the sky at night.
It's
At
not
night.
though. Oh, every night you mean? Like the next day?
Bro, look at my videos.
Yeah, look, I'm changing days. It's moving slightly.
night.
I'm
No,
just
bro.
changing days. I know, hold on, chill out. I'm moving days, but I'm keeping.
You can't use this evidence. You have to go to Fredo's video and just take his word for it that that's just west and that you can't see Venus, or you can and you shouldn't be able to.
the time the same. I'm just moving days.
I don't
And
care what that says.
It's getting lower and lower in the sky until it disappears.
Oh, I got a bit of Vlad later as well, by the way, for those of you. They did a part 2. They finally may address Jaren on Professor Dave, so I found it. I haven't watched any of it yet, but I've got that lined up too. I might have to put the speed up on it because I'm not sure I can cope with the delay. Did you? All right, okay, I'll check that out. I've got 2 bits from Blitz anyway. We'll see how we do. I probably haven't even got time for everything I've got lined up, but keep sending. If you're in the Discord, keep sending the stuff because I'll just make shows out of it throughout the week. So that's no problem.
Look
Okay,
at my
what's the problem?
video. I am taking it at the certain time every time.
That's what this
What
is.
date is that? What date is that though that it'll disappear?
So I
it
did
won't
it
disappear till March, till early March.
Well, it's hard to say because
He's
it
been trying
depends
to do
on how
this.
dark it is to see it, right? Like,
True, and what's in the way and everything.
I don't know
Yeah.
if this is dark enough to really see Venus, but this is the 25th.
Yeah, me and Globey had an argument in October, and he said it would disappear or he would become a flat earther on the 23rd of January. I messaged him back, and we had another chat just after the 25th, and he said it will disappear on the 23rd of February.
I think I said 25th.
Pardon?
Globey, are you gonna be a flat earther?
Yeah, I'm betting all of this on how bright his sky is here. This is what I'm betting on. I'm betting my whole channel, my whole following on how bright his sky is. When I'm showing you that this, like, I don't know if it's
Is Vickers is the last. So yeah, Vickers, not Vlad. I always get the two confused. So Vicar, I've got his part 2. Vicar, whatever his name is, with his little posse, the bloke that masturbates constantly, and I don't even know who else was on it. I only watched like about 30 seconds, and I saw that they still had Jaron and Dave and that there. So I thought, right, okay, I will go through this on the live.
bright enough to see this right now. See Venus.
If I get time, hopefully I'll get time. But I'm out. Got about an hour and a half. If I reach the super chat, I'll do an extra half an hour, but no more beyond that. If I can't get it done in like the 2.5, I'll just make some videos out of it later.
During this time. This is the 25th. It's pretty bright, but I see Venus on Stellarium, like there's a dot there, but that's not reality. Like, I don't know if that's reality.
What time is it?
Can you see Venus at 9 a.m.?
It's like 6 o'clock.
No,
6 p.m.
I'm just asking, just on that date. What time do you, 6 is it? Okay.
I don't know, man. It's a computer program. I don't.
Simu Neo, absolutely. Roger. Yeah, what Jaron said 2014 there, did he? In this thing here?
know if it's technically going to be visible, but it's a 6 p.m. on 225.
Well, maybe if he said that, you know, Fredo, not the brightest, maybe he tried to work it out and thought that 2014 was only 5 months ago.
There's Venus in the sky.
You'll see it at 6 p.m.
Probably. It will be completely under the horizon at 6 p.m. on 313. Let's see if it's ever above the horizon. I don't think so.
Moving the goalposts.
Moving the goalposts. So the point is, if you model this, you'll see exactly where it goes under the Earth and doesn't come back. Like, I don't even understand your problem.
The issue that they're having is that if you drew the Earth and then Venus and Mercury and the Sun, and then you drew the day-night line,
There's no
on the
bias!
Earth, never could you be able to see Venus at all. It would always be on the daylight side of the Earth.
Well,
Right?
I don't think that's even what he's saying, is it?
Oh, is that not what you're saying?
That's not even what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is Globey's saying that he can see it at 6 a.m. and then we can see it at 6
Subscribe.
6 p.m. Now, if we're spinning on a globe, we are facing completely in the other direction. And what Globey's trying to do, globe people try and do, they try and give your perspective. And I just did a video on this. On, you know, well, we turn like this and we can see out the corner of our eye and we can see Venus still there. Mate, that sounds absolutely...
Curious Debunks. I think that's the guy that he done the video on my chat with Fredo, didn't he? Is that who you're talking about?
Moronic, what they say. So the problem is, if you can see it in the morning, and you'll notice every single planet rotates nearly in 12 hours. Every single one. You can see it in the morning, you can see it at night. That makes no sense on the globe.
It doesn't make sense because you need this in scale.
No, you don't need it in scale.
Oh,
you don't need it in scale. Earlier on, if you remember, I said earlier on, that's interesting what he just said. He was talking about things not working because they're not in scale. This doesn't work because it's not in scale. If you put this in scale, it would work perfectly. It's been done 1,000 times for these people, but they pretend it hasn't been because they would like to draw it on a piece of paper that you couldn't see it at those angles from.
Certainly do. If Venus is over here somewhere, then in the morning, over here, this is the morning, you could see it looking this way.
That's right. Now
Like
turn
low in the
turn
sky.
at 12 o'clock.
Now, if you're over here at night,
Yeah, that's right.
you can look this way and see it.
Come on. Look at what he's doing.
Yes, he's right. If it's not, because Venus isn't, let me do this. It isn't right there, is it? It's all the way over there. That's why it works, because it isn't there. Why don't these people understand basics?
Yeah, if this was to scale. This was the to scale part of it.
That's only 6, but we can see it
That's
till 9
not
o'clock at night.
What?
We can see it till 9 o'clock at night. Keep
That's
coming
not
up.
6.
You're looking at the sun.
Keep
right
coming
now,
up.
so-
Keep coming up. That means you just got embarrassed again.
We need to make this-
That is
Isn't it funny the way they think that, like, I just embarrassed you because they declare it is true. I've seen Globey. Globey is absolutely brilliant on TikTok. every time they try and take him on, he's got all of the info and he's really good. And they still declare victory, even though they look absolute morons.
It needs to be at scale. It needs to be
Fredo, I'm showing you this because I'm telling you this is why it needs to be to scale. That's why I said that before I drew it.
Draw a little dot on the page and then draw a dot way far away from it. And then
Like, really, Fredo, bear with us here.
But
I can't bear with you.
To scale, because I keep seeing people try to do it not to scale and it never works.
I can't bear with you.
Of course it would work to scale. If the ball is far enough away over here, you're going to be able to see it from both spots.
Yeah.
That's just how scale works, man. If you put Venus all the way out to where it should be, you're going to be able to see this looking that way and looking that way.
Okay, so let me ask you another question then, Globy. Here's a question for you.
I think he's just got that. That's just gone in because he's just changed the topic. Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough. Let's ask a different question then. Yeah, because you know that you could. I had a very similar conversation with a guy on a live couple of debates ago, probably a few months ago now, and he was talking about the sun being above him in Texas and the sun also being seen somewhere else. I can't remember where. And I'm trying to say to him, to scale, that's possible, even if it's only. I've just remembered I've got something else lined up as well that talks of similar things with Scotland and New Zealand or something.
Okay, let's do it to your scale, all right? How long do you think...
My scale? You mean scale?
Okay, whatever scale.
This isn't supposed to be a debate, by the way.
Okay.
I've been busy sorting all this lot out for you people.
How long do you think on an orbit of 225 days, which is the orbit of Venus, and our orbit of 365, when it goes around the sun, how long do you think we shouldn't see Venus at all, especially in the morning or not?
Well, but if we're kind of with it when it's going, we would kind of be with it. Right?
We're nowhere near with it because it's already at 200 days. So we're not even near. We're just over halfway from our. That's nearly done a full orbit.
Yeah, but we don't start from the same spot. It's not like ready, set, go.
Love Scotland. Whereabouts in Scotland are you?
Pretend we did. I'm saying pretend we did. So pretend we started from the same spot, right? Okay, and it orbits at 200 days nearly now, right? We are. So we're around the other side. Okay, we have a massive yellow thing or white thing, whatever you want to call it, in the middle of us. Okay, at some point, you can't see Venus in the morning or night, and you can't see Venus at all.
That's correct.
Okay, so how many days on an orbit of 225 compared to 365?
I don't know. That doesn't matter.
This is what I say all the time, Dan. Like they have no explanation for the basics. I'm getting loads of people, like, since my debate with this guy, I'm getting loads of tips. It always makes me laugh. What you should have said, what you should have done. I've never claimed to know anything about space or the moon landings or anything like that, but I can make basic observations here, and they can't. Therefore, I win, because they have to go to these ridiculous places to muddy the waters so nobody can really be sure. What do we know? Better look stuff up. And if you have to look stuff up, that's a win for them. If you have to ask someone else, that's a win for them. Because they can't even explain why the sun doesn't get bigger and smaller as it goes over your head. So why is he obsessed with Venus while at the same time saying things like the lights in the sky don't prove anything?
Look it up, man. Why does that fact matter? Like, go look it up. Go look it up.
Because that's a problem.
It's not a problem.
It's a massive problem, Globy. You can't see an object if it's obscured by a massive...
And that's why it disappears sometimes.
Yeah, at some point. That sounds moronic. Some point.
At the point of the orbit, when Venus is on the other side of the sun, we don't see it.
That's called superior bloody whatever.
Mirage. I'm just going to speed this up a tiny bit because I've got lots to get through here. I was already on 125. All right, I'm not going to speed it up. That'll do, actually.
It's called, right? Conjunction, superior conjunction, right? But they're never saying that we can't see it on superior junction. They're only saying we can't see it in inferior junction because Venus is sun facing. So it's saying that we only lose it for 20 days there. But he's an object.
You don't know what you're talking about. Roger Ledwell. Is he really an old man, or is he just like sort of youngish but looks ancient? Is he one of them blokes that just didn't age well? I can't work it out. Like, I can't work out how old Chewie is either.
It's going around the sun at 225, and we can see it. But it's passing in front of the sun for only 20 days, and we're obscured on an object that is vastly bigger than it. It should be blocked for at least 100 days, or at least 50 days.
What the fuck does he know about this? Please like we're on 94. Like. I want to get over 100 at least once tonight, so I feel like I can get all excited.
I'm sure you could all show us the math on how you got that 100 days. I'm sure you could draw out the orbits to scale and show us how it's wrong, but you won't do it. So that's fine, Fredo.
Right here, look at it. You can see Earth and Venus are together in the orbit. See?
Yeah, I'm not saying
Your
that.
camera's off.
Yeah, Jeremy, camera.
Flip it around.
It didn't flip. I think you turned it off.
Oh, I flipped it.
Yeah, it's wonky. You gotta tap your picture,
He's got grandkids. I know people in their 40s that have got grandkids. Come on.
and then there you go. Now the flip button is it's like arrows. It's like 2 arrows with a circle in the center.
It goes back to this view. What's going on?
Go to enhance.
Oh, you gotta hit.
Enhance, and it'll say flip.
Oh wait, maybe every time I do that, it changes to my logo.
Oh, really?
Weird.
Maybe
Is
it's famous.
your? Oh, that is weird.
That is weird.
Maybe you're famous.
I'll show you this way though, real quick, and maybe you can see it.
How are you even doing that?
Can you see this or no?
Yeah.
Not
Well,
really.
let me make you bigger.
He's only 56, so he looks at least 96.
The big screen. Put him on the big screen, bro.
I'm gonna bring this back to
Yeah.
Let me go to real time real quick. Hold on. Let me go to let me go to actual time real quick. So when I went to actual time here, actual time.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I just noticed that Venus and Earth are together. See them?
Okay, now can you go back to September 4th?
Yep. So I'm just gonna rewind it a little bit. Hold on,
Yep.
let me-
This Karen B's unkept bush. This is from February. I debated this guy the other day. If you're just new here, this guy is called Fredo. And he claimed to me that in this debate he had here with Jaren and Globy, that Jaren admitted that he was only a flat earther for 5 months. So I'm watching it to see him admit that, because he assured me that on his kid's life, he said this. He is telling the truth. So far, nothing.
Don't do it that way. Where's a little chart? Sorry, it's my garage computer's not very good. See if I can get
Hello, Cameron.
this to go. Okay, so I'm just going to rewind it a little bit. Just a little, and you're going to see it go. But I noticed it. Watch them how they stay together. So you said to go back to what? September what?
4th.
Okay, so see how they're together? So you would see it. This is the beginning of February.
I can't see it. Go down a bit, bro. Yep.
There?
Yeah. September 4th we need.
Okay, let me go back there. We're at January,
Yep.
December, November. Come on, don't go too fast. October, so September what?
4th.
Has anyone heard him yet?
Okay, that's September 4th right there.
Okay. So you could see now. Look at on the left side, the side facing you, right?
Shit, everything's flipped too.
Okay. Yeah. So say there, I could see which side would be darkness.
Yeah, that's what he said. Not a fucking liar, bro. So far you are.
The side facing you, correct? Yep.
Correct.
Good. So at 10 o'clock at night, point your finger. It's probably near the H. Would that be about 10 or T?
Yeah, it's all flipped.
Okay. So I was seeing Venus at 10
That's not
o'clock
the
at
scale.
night on the 7th, on the 6th, on the 4th of September.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and draw it on GeoGebra
Thanks.
because you have to read the real sizes and see what it does.
Done. But
Yeah, it's been. It was from the middle of February this year. But he kept bringing it up to me. This Tuesday just gone, I spoke to him, and he was claiming that Jaren was admitted to him that he was only ever a flat earther for 5 months. So all of this 10 years stuff is a lie. That's what he said to me.
just in that model, did that make sense that I could see it at 10 o'clock at night?
No, I don't
No.
think that scale you can't. Doesn't make sense.
Thank you. All right, beautiful people. Globy, good to hear from you again.
Oh, is that it?
Hope you're a flat earther on the 24th. I'll call you, message you on the 24th to make sure that you're living up to your word, brother. That's
be
the
waiting.
whole point.
I'll be waiting for it. I can't wait.
Jaron, nice to meet you. It's sad to lose you, but I don't think we ever had you in the first place. But nice.
You did. But you lost me.
Enjoy. Have a good day.
You're not the only one. There's a lot of people too. It's well, I don't know if it's a
Oh,
lot.
look.
Melodome,
Either,
Rose,
either.
triple,
Look,
Rose triple
At the end of
seven.
the day, Jaron, truthfully, I just want the truth. And
too.
if it is a globe, I'm happy with that. If it's flat, I'm happy with that. I just think the elites have got away with so much shit and ugliness in the world, and I'm just trying to figure it out myself.
Hey, Fredo, real quick question. Why in my DMs did you tell me the Earth was a globe?
What?
Oh, we lost Fredo. Sorry. Maybe you can answer that later, Fredo.
So, on his kid's life, he says. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and run it for another couple of minutes just to see if Jaron says it after he went.
I was just messing with
Luke Harper wrestler?
That's, what the hell is his name?
Oh, Jesus.
That's, someone's yelling at me right now. Cody?
Ron, right?
This is my Ron.
Cheers, Jim.
No, this is Flat Earther Ron. He is a wrestler, though. I forget his name. Cody? No, what the hell's his name? Luke Brody? Luke Brody, WWE?
Sorry, I'm hungry.
It's my Slayer doll. He looks just like a Flat Earther on here.
He's not going to say it, is he? Why would you say that to me and then tell me to go watch it, thinking that I'm like he's so used to dealing with flat earthers that don't go and check anything that he didn't think I'd look. And that's the second time I've watched that through. And I definitely haven't missed it, have I? I definitely didn't miss him say, I was only a flat earther for 5 months. So I've now streamed this on here live, and I will direct him to it the next time I see him. And he can tell me the timestamp exactly when that was said. I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. Here we go. Let's check this out. This one guest here. This is how I don't know anything. I'm not fucking as smart as Blitz. Let's not pretend I am. Yeah, I'm just this fucking fantastic debunker. No. Blitz is very well schooled on all of this stuff. And if he's not, he's the fastest typer in the world that can find out the information instantly. But I would love to do lives like he does on TikTok when people just come and go. But unfortunately on mine, I don't know if I'm too abusive or whatever. I don't think I am. But there's not, most people that jump up want to talk to me and be mates. So it's, mind you, I had 3-on-1 the other day against me. So let's see what, who this bloke is then, jumping up onto, Blitz is live here. Now we've thoroughly debunked Fredo. What a shock.
I'm doing all right. What shape do you think the Earth is?
Definitely.
I see Spin. He's probably asleep. He's Australian. I don't know what the time is there, but he's usually can be. He's just called Fredo on TikTok. If you can find him, that'd be great. Send him here. I'll have him straight on. Let's go.
Flat.
Want to tell me why?
Because I don't see any evidence to why it would be round or like in a spherical like shape. Because like, why would NASA spend hundreds of billions of dollars on?
Oh, there we go.
You know, all these composite shots.
So we know how much NASA, how much money did they get, and all the helium they've got for the Satelloons.
Was really round.
So, have you looked into what the answer might be? I know the answer. Do you know what the answer is?
No, tell me.
Yeah. So, if you're
It was Dave. It was. Should have been there. Hang on, how do I get this?
Using like a weather satellite, for example, and your goal is to study weather patterns
it sounded like this.
Extreme detail, then you're going to have a narrow what is it, not a wide lens, a narrow lens, so that you can get high detail over a small region. The trouble is, if you're using like a narrow lens to get high detail, it's not going to be able to capture the whole Earth. So what you have to do is you take a whole bunch of pictures and then you stitch them together. Now, that's how it's done today for satellites that we actually use, because it turns out wide field shots are not so useful for actually collecting information. However, back in the day, in the 70s, during the Apollo missions, Humans just took photographs of the Earth, wide field photographs of the Earth, and we have those photographs.
This was another thing, and Dave McKeegan, I'm glad you're here because someone's told me to speak to you about it. When I don't know if you've seen the debate I had with that Fredo that was just on a minute ago, but he was banging on about how the 1972 Blue Marble could never have been taken because the speed the rocket was going, it would have been too far away at that timestamp to have been able to take that picture. Obviously, people are trying to point out that it was in orbit and things like this and docking and all this other stuff, but I've never looked into that, so it'd be nice to learn about it.
They're not stitched. They're just full photographs.
Do you believe in the Apollo missions?
Yes, as should you.
So you believe we went to the moon?
Yes, as should you.
Even though one of the astronauts that went to the moon said he didn't go, and it never.
Well, he didn't say that. I mean, like, this is a separate thing. This is a separate thing. We can have that conversation. But regardless of where the photograph came from, regardless of where the photograph came from, regardless of where the photograph came from, we have a photograph of the full Earth before we were able to stitch together photographs, before Photoshop existed, before AI existed. We have a full frame photograph of the round Earth.
Where?
So
From where?
From where? From about 16,000 miles up.
So why do they need a shot from 6? So if we've got to the moon once, why have we got?
We went to the moon 6 times.
6 times.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's unbelievable to me. They've got all of the information that they definitely know we didn't go to the moon, but they don't even know we went 6 times. They think it was only ever once. We went once and never again.
When were they?
1969 to 1972.
And what, we've just not gone back?
Yeah, because we already went 6 times.
And the guy that went there...
From the people that always say, do your own research.
Claims it never happened.
I'll tell you what would be great, Dave, if you're available to come up at some point, especially if they can get Fredo to come here, because that was his biggest evidence that could never have been taken. I'd love for you to talk to him if he comes in.
No. Are you talking about the interview with the little girl?
What little girl?
So where did he claim that? So there's a famous interview that flat earthers like to point to, where he's talking to like an 8-year-old. So what moon landing astronaut
talking about
said that we never went?
Where they've asked, the main one that went to the moon.
The main one with the little girl. They always bring this one up, but they never admit it's the one with the little girl for some strange reason. Whenever you talk about the one with the little, because they don't expect you to know it. So when you do know it, it's like, no, not that one, because they know that, because you know it, you probably know that it's not correct. So they pretend it's something else they're talking about.
He was asked if he ever went there, and he said, no, it never happened.
Who? Which one was this? What interview was this?
Do you want me to look it up?
Yes, actually.
Is this guy like stoned off his head? Yeah, I may as well look it up.
You should do.
You can even look yourself up at the minute.
Do that.
Yeah, cheers. Hopefully he will. But I've got a feeling. I'm not sure what the time is where he is at the moment. He's likely asleep or it's morning. I don't know.
Yeah, by the way, guys, new camera. So I hope that the color's okay. I hope that the lines are nice and crisp. Yeah, hopefully everything's doing all right. I have some new commands on YouTube, by the way, on the YouTube vertical stream. I haven't figured out how to get them to send both on vertical and horizontal, but I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out later. So
you believe Buzz the moon?
Okay, so we're talking about Buzz Aldrin. Okay, and who's the interview with?
That's not the question. I said, do you believe that Buzz Aldrin went to the moon?
Yeah, of course he went to the moon.
So why would he say that he didn't?
I have seen no interview where he says I never went to the moon.
You've seen no interview.
So yeah, look, if he said that, I'd love to hear it. So where's the interview? Where can I find it? I'll pull it up.
Can I please link it in the chat?
I don't think that you can send links in YouTube chat. Can you just tell me the
CK, you could always... Oh, 6 a.m. He's not going to be awake. CK, you could always come up and sing happy birthday to him later.
name of the interview?
I send it to you through a message and you'll...
I won't be able to... Oh, I might be able to... Well, I'd be able to pull it up on my phone. I wouldn't be able to pull it up on my computer to play it. Do you know who the interview was with? Do you know who the interview was with?
Did Buzz Aldrin say it never happened?
Yeah, so who was the interview with? I can pull it up. Do you not know who the interview was with?
He knows exactly what you're talking about, but doesn't want to because...
It doesn't matter if I don't know who the...
It don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter if I don't know what it is. I just know what I heard, and so do you. All right, I'll bring it up. No, don't bother. No, I don't need to.
Wait, so have you even seen the video?
Why is NASA saying that they're sending...
Wait, have you even seen the video? If you don't know who it's with, how can you say that,
Why
like, it happened?
Announcing that they're sending...
Happy birthday. Come on, CK, you can do it. I'll harmonise with you.
Wait, is this some second person talking to me? If it's some second person, we can talk about it. But before we do that, I just want to finish this. Please don't interrupt me. I want to finish this conversation about this interview, where Buzz Aldrin allegedly said, "I've never been to the moon." When did he say this? When did he say this? On what show did he say this? Who did he say this to? Can you give me anything?
104 people. I'm so impressed. Only 54 likes. Not so impressed. Blitz's microphone is weird, the way it just completely shuts off all sound randomly.
Was it on Conan? If it was on Conan, I'm familiar with that interview.
Yeah, the end, that's what I said. When will the end be? Looking likely, the end will be in an hour. If the super chats are met, at the end will be an hour and a half.
Yeah, if it's the elementary school one, I'm familiar with that.
Curious UK Debunks, thank you for doing that video. You were correct in everything you've said, and also just debunked the Jaren saying that he was only a flat earther for 5 months before you got here.
That interview too. I think that those are like the 2 interviews, but I don't think he knows which one he's talking about. Yeah, so the one where he was talking to a little girl, he was asked, why haven't we ever been back to the moon? And he answers, we haven't.
Exactly. So do you...
Yeah, we haven't been back to the moon. Yeah. That's...
Oh, I think it's going to go into the thing. I'm going to go and move. There's an hour gone here, so I'm going to get onto the next clip I want, because this is about the toroid bullshit, and this is the thing that I really want people to shut the fuck up about, because you get these flat earthers that think they're the really intelligent flat earthers, and I never claimed it was the Gleason's fucking map, you fucking normie. I never fucking claimed that. We clearly live on a flat realm within a toroidal field. And anybody should know this with half a brain, right? So this bloke's one of them, one of those people. So I'm going to let Blitz annihilate him for fun.
Good. What's up, Mr. Blitz?
It's Dr. Blitz. What shape do you think the Earth is?
I think it's more of a toroidal field myself.
Yeah, toroidal field. We love toroidal fields. They don't know what they are, but they definitely know it's that.
You think the Earth is a toroidal field?
I think that the plane within the toroidal field is the realm that we live in, yes.
So, so you think that we live on a plane, and the plane is in a toroidal field?
Correct, which is the center of mass.
Okay, so can you define for me what a toroidal field is?
Yeah, it's like an electromagnetic system.
Not a clue.
That collects mass in the...
He knows he heard it, and that's good enough.
Center.
Can I show you something?
Sure. And then I have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah, quick, deflect from that toroidal field, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Of course. So I have to crop this. I have to change the cropping. Or no, I can just move this. I don't know if you can see this. So this is the magnetic field of a toroid, right? This is what we're looking at. Yeah. So this would be a toroidal magnet.
Yeah, that's right. He's got no clue. None whatsoever. Let's see if this is... I'm going to speed this up a tiny bit just because of time reasons. There we go.
Magnetic field. Now, B, the letter B, I don't know if you can see that. The letter B is the direction that the magnetic field is pointing in. And so a toroidal field goes this way. It goes in a circle like that, right? This is the magnetic field of a toroid. So is that, you think that the magnetic fields kind of go in a circle like this?
No.
Oh.
No, so you don't know what you're talking about then. What a shock.
So then what kind of field are you talking about?
The toroidal field is from the center.
Oh, I think you're confused. See, you mean a poloidal field, right?
No, you're going to confuse him.
Do you mean a poloidal field or a toroidal field?
I was always with the understanding that it was called a toroidal field, but...
Oh, yeah, no, that's incorrect. Here, let me show you. So we have, this is the toroidal field, the one that goes in a circle like I showed you. And then this one is the poloidal field. See how it says B with the subscript POL? So you mean a poloidal field?
No.
Yes. You don't know what's right. None of them do. None of them do. Yeah, I get, if I put a podcast out about, because a lot of the debates, whenever I make flat earth content on TikTok, it's usually for content. I don't just go in there and argue. I don't just sit there obsessing about the shape of the earth for my entire life. It's always like for content. So usually someone will come on, and not because I let them talk, because they love it. And it usually goes some hours. And I always put them out on podcast, and I also always put them out on YouTube. But there's this one guy that keeps commenting on my podcast with big, long, and his name is Devon. With big, long explanations as to why I'm a fucking idiot and how it's obvious that we're in a toroid. And I've made some stupid songs up about him on AI, which were funny. But I'd love to play him this clip, and I think I will on my next Flat Earth podcast.
But the toroidal field is the one that goes in circles. This is the toroidal field.
Your circles.
This is a poloidal field.
No. Your circles are
toroidal.
Going in the wrong.
Poloidal.
Yeah. Look
toroidal.
At it from.
Poloidal.
Okay, listen.
Listen. No, I didn't know. I didn't know that I didn't know. So can we move on to something else, because you're making me look like a dick.
We see this in nature. When you look at the development.
Hello, Phil Bell. Phil Bell, another person that's offered to speak to Fredo, by the way. I will try to make something happen. I'd love to bring Dave McKeegan on and you to educate this, and to educate me as well, because I ain't got a fucking clue about space.
Of an apple or an orange or a lot of fruit for that matter, it is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, you have the seed in the middle, and then you have all of the growth around that, and you have the bottom, right? And then you have the top, which is the stem, right? And that is
Aussie on Aussie action.
In nature.
By the way, for those
exactly
of you,
I'm talking about.
That isn't pong. That is fox sex, by the way.
Except you're talking about a poloidal field, not a toroidal field.
I don't think so.
I just showed you. That's what they're called.
Yeah, but he was trying to talk over you to not let you show him, because he knows he doesn't know.
Yeah, but just because you showed me does not mean, like, you're a guy that thinks that the Earth is round.
You're right. That does give me good credibility. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, right?
I mean, like, I just don't think that you know where these words come from, right?
Well, the words are made up by scientists.
He absolutely does not know. It's totally true. He absolutely does not know where these words come from. He's just heard them and used them. That's it.
Like yourself.
Right. And so the word that you are looking for is poloidal, not toroidal. Toroidal fields are the fields produced by toroids.
Conspiracy music shoes. I can't possibly translate for you. It's too filthy.
Those are like the donut shapes. And the fields produced by the donut...
Right, Neil Cross. Hello, mate. So Neil, Jim bloke, this bloke is way too nice to these flirts. Yes, and it's proof that no matter how nice you are, they still hate him. So they pretend, yeah, the reason I'm a prick is because everyone treats me like I'm a prick, so I'm just a prick. He's really polite and they still despise him. So why be polite? No point.
Donut shapes are fields that run parallel to the inside of the toroid.
So when we talk about the Van Allen belt, right?
Yep.
Okay. So there it is, right? So you have.
Oh, so now you're referring to a dipole field. Is that what you're referring to?
It's a combination of both, sir.
Like he knows what either of them are. Yeah, it's a bit of both. Yeah, it's the toroidal, the polaroidal, whatever, and the other shit you just said. All I know is it's a combined of the three. That's it.
Well, I mean, a toroidal field is not a dipole field.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How so?
So they're just.
Are you sure? Like he knows. What the fuck?
Different kinds of fields, right? So are you referring to something like this, but perhaps on a? Are you referring to something like this?
I've never seen Leavenworth. I've heard of the bloke, but I've never seen it. I've got a lot of people that I should watch. I've got plenty of content to look through.
Yeah, and
I'm not even going to have time to do all of this tonight that I've lined up, but whatever.
This is a dipole field. This is not a toroidal field.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is.
Yeah, and the mass is in the
dipole
middle.
field.
And
right,
the mass is in the middle.
Right, so that's a dipole field. Okay, so as long as we agree that we're talking about the same thing. So you think that the Earth there's like a plane and then there's a dipole field for that, where that plane is or something?
Yeah, and that would also explain the gravitational pull.
Oh, how?
Because we have a pulling down force on the flat plane.
Where is that force coming from?
This is good.
From the magnetic field.
Oh, so if I take a magnet and drop it, it should only go in the direction that it's attracted in?
No, the mass is collected at the center, right? And
at the center of what? Like where the North Pole is?
No, the North Pole is not the North. It is not the North Pole as you're referencing it.
I'm referring to the North Pole as you're referencing, like the center of the disk.
The North Pole is the center of the flat disk. Why doesn't he even know that if he's a flat earther?
Is that where the mass is?
That's
the center of mass?
I would call, yeah, absolutely.
So if that's the center, why doesn't gravity pull us towards that?
Because the attraction is across the whole plane.
Yeah, but if it's supposed to pull us towards the center of mass, and
yeah, where's the center of they don't understand this. Like, where's the center then? Unless it's a sphere that you wouldn't get pulled, everybody wouldn't equally be pulled, would they? If it was flat, there's no center other than the center, which would be pulled to the side.
That's where the center of mass is. Why doesn't it pull us sideways?
So you have the mass collection in the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the force that created the mass collection is the same force across the whole plane.
So why does it pull down instead of towards the mass?
Because it's running through from the top down.
So, but the magnetic field doesn't point down.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. I mean, like at the North Pole it does, but like at the equator it points north. Actually, it points south. But so why doesn't the magnetic field pull you south, or why doesn't gravity pull you south if you're at the equator?
You have several different interjecting magnetic fields.
Yeah. Like there's several personal domes, several suns, several moons, several magnetic fields. It all depends on where you are. You've got your own magnetic field. Every individual's got their own one that just pulls them down.
All at the same time. It's not.
So which direction does the total magnetic field point in?
Blitz, what you showed is not a true, correct representation of the field. What you showed is a very simplistic version of a field.
Yeah. If there's one thing about Blitz, it's just a simpleton. We all know this, right?
The field.
Let me pull up something that you're referring to. I think that you're probably referring to something like, you want something. I'm just trying to find something that you like. You want something like this, I think, maybe? Oh, no, I don't want to go to a Facebook link. Maybe this will work. Do you want something like this? Like the one on the left?
No. Okay, so you have the toroidal field from the top down, and then you have the magnetic field. So it's
wait, what kind of field is the toroidal field? Is it magnetic? Is it electric? Is it gravitational? What is it?
It's a horizontal field.
What kind of field? Magnetic, electric, gravitational?
Hold on. Large at the top, going down to a center point, and then getting large at the bottom, and then you have the magnetic field in relation to that.
That's not helping me. What kind of field is the toroidal field? Is it a magnetic field? Is it an electric field? Is it a gravitational field? What kind of field is it?
I'm not the scientist, okay?
I know.
Okay, and I'm not.
Why are you on here debating one then? Like, what the fuck? Listen, mate, don't try and treat me like I got a brain.
Not the physicist, okay?
I know.
What I'm going to tell you is what I just described could explain gravity.
You have to tell me what kind of field it is.
Hold on. Let me finish, and then you can,
Okay.
tear me a new one, whatever. It explains gravity. It also explains the collection of mass, right, in the center. And so, therefore, what your relation to, mass attracts mass.
CK, thanks for the $5. Blitz needs a noise cancel for his mic when he types. Why doesn't it cancel for that? It cancels for like random things. Surely, what he needs is something like this, or something like my Shure mic that I've got over there that only picks up this. Well, it does pick up other things, but not very well.
It all works in this model, and you know this already.
Oh, no, I don't think it does. So you have a magnetic field, and then you have some other kind of field?
Oh, it's an electrified field.
Is it? I don't know what an electrified field is. Do you mean an electric field?
An electrified field. Keep all them cows in. That's what we need to do, right? What the fuck? I don't know where these. If I don't know about, like, I will openly admit, right? Everything I've learned about this topic has been from watching people like Dave McKeegan here, Toon, Craig, and some of these other people over the last, like, Professor Dave, over the last, like, kind of 4 or 5 years since Flat Earthers started annoying me and I wanted to debunk them. Flat Earthers know way less than me, but I would never be so full of confidence that I would jump up and try to talk to an expert of anything that I think, because I think I know a little bit about it, and tell them that they are wrong. That is why they are such comedy gold, because no other people are like that. I don't think so, are they? I don't think anybody else is like that, in the sense that you've got so much confidence and so little knowledge that you think you can go and speak to somebody that's got all of the knowledge and tell them that the only reason they think they've got all of the knowledge is because they regurgitate what they read in a book. Like, these people have never applied it in life and don't do shit for a living, and nothing works, but they just don't know it yet because all they're doing is regurgitating stuff. And they all tell each other that they're the real bright ones, and yet they hate lies and they're truthers. And then you get people like Fredo earlier on, who couldn't even tell the truth about a conversation he had with Jaren. And we've just seen it and exposed it today. And they don't mind. He won't care that he lied. I'll never get an apology that he told me he would give me. If he does, I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have an electric field. Is that the toroidal field?
With the other. One is synonymous with the other.
No, electric and magnetic fields are not the same thing. They're closely related, but they're not the same thing. Look, I'm just trying to understand what your view is. So you think that there's a magnet?
I didn't say they were the same thing.
Synonymous means that
CMS, that's the Witsit song, isn't it? That's funny, that song.
Synonymous means that they're two words for the same thing, right?
You get one with the other.
So look, so there's the magnetic field, and we know that at the equator the magnetic field points north, right? Well, doesn't point into the ground.
There's a polarity.
Well, no, it's just like you can get a piece of iron, and when it aligns itself with the magnetic field, it'll be going north south, right?
No.
That's what a compass is.
This expert didn't know what a compass was.
It's going to be going up. It's going to be going down through the toroidal field, out the other side.
The magnetic field points north-south at the equator. That's what a compass does. It points in the direction that the magnetic field points in.
Yeah, north-south. That's correct.
Right. So
is that Jan Rao? Oh, I can't. Sorry, I can't read that name. Fucking, I'm useless. My shorts have done more experiments. Yeah, so I've done a load of experiments, flat Earth experiments, on my YouTube shorts. If you haven't checked them out, please go do so. I think you will find that you will become a flat earther after watching them, especially the London skyline from Essex.
So at the equator, you have a magnetic field that points north-south. And so that can't be what's responsible for us falling down. That can't be responsible for gravity because it points in the wrong direction, right?
No.
Okay, so explain to me how the magnetic field that points north-south can cause things to fall down.
Because you're looking at it from a globe perspective, and I'm looking.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at it from a flat Earth perspective. You have a magnetic field that points north-south. How does that make things go down?
Well, because
go down, did he say?
Which would be positive.
It doesn't matter where it's coming from. At the equator, it's pointing north-south.
Look, did you ask me a question?
Yeah, and you answered about where it's coming from, not how it causes things to go down.
And I'm
Gas go down, go boom boom, my friend.
going to answer, and then when I answer, right?
You promise?
Then you can, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Yeah, what is the price of a Fredo? If you know what a Fredo is, like a little Cadbury's chocolate bar is a Fredo bar. And they used to be 10p, but now they're about $7,000. So I don't know what happened there.
it's coming from the top down through the flat plane, right?
That would mean it's pointing down.
Yeah.
But it's not pointing down. It's pointing north-south. We just agreed on that.
North-south. Okay,
Yep,
so
north-south.
Hold on. North is up and south is down, correct?
No, north is not up and south is not down.
Brilliant. North is up and south is down. What the fuck? Why are you in this conversation with a PhD physicist if you think that north is up and south is down?
Okay, well then how does your globe work then?
Up is away from the center, down is towards the center, north is towards the North Pole, south is towards the South Pole. North and up are not the same thing.
Okay, I'm not going to get into the semantics. Can I ask you?
Semantics. I love that. Yeah, that's semantics. Because we all know that north is really up. Fredo. I think it might have been Fredo. People that watched my debate with Fredo, did Fredo say to me, I think it was Fredo, did Fredo say to me that the Nile or something runs uphill because it's going north or some river? It was that Fredo? Honestly, it was like there was a couple of other people on the panel and that was all like flat earthers. So I can't remember. I think it was Fredo.
Question now.
Are you pivoting?
No, I'm just saying that
This seems like a dodge. I asked you a question. No, how is it that things fall down?
It twice to you.
Wait a minute. What is causing things to go down if the magnetic field points north-south?
North and south is up and down. East and west
Wait
is
a minute.
horizontal.
So I'm confused. You think that when you're on a road and you're traveling north, you're increasing your altitude? You're going above the plane?
No, I am talking to you because you believe in the globe model, right?
Yeah, and I'm asking you about how...
Jesus Christ. This is why I'm playing this, because this is not uncommon.
How this is supposed to work on a flat Earth.
So right then and there, if I'm going north, right, then I'm going up in the...
No, you're not going up. You're going north. Up and north are not the same thing. Up is out.
Okay,
north is towards the North Pole.
In relation to North America, okay?
Uh-huh.
Is Canada north?
Yeah.
And then you go further and you get to the North Pole, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And if I were to go to Panama, that's going south, correct?
Yeah, from North America, definitely.
Okay, great. Now that we've established...
What does that have to do with up?
Up is, on your globe model...
He thinks he's just won the point by saying that. He does.
Up is the North Pole.
No, that's not up. Up is away from the center. That's not what up is. Up is not the North Pole. The North Pole is not the top.
Okay, how do you want to describe it, Mr.?
How do you want to describe it? North! That's how! North!
I already did. The North Pole is the most north. If you want to go up, you have to go away from the center.
Okay, so let me rephrase for your preference. It's coming from the north down through the south in your globe model.
Well, it comes out from the south and then wraps around to the north. Yeah.
Just like an apple, right? You have...
It comes out from the North Pole and then wraps around down to the south. Sure.
Listen, you have the stem and you have...
He's going to compare the Earth to an apple.
The bottom, which was the flower, which was the beginning of the creation, right? So you have...
Hoodlum.
Yes,
why are you avoiding my question?
I'm not. I'm explaining to you very well.
My question is, on a flat Earth, how is it that the magnetic field causes things to fall down at the equator, if the magnetic field at the equator points north-south?
Because again, you're going back to your globe model.
Cut out?
You're glowing back.
I'm not on the globe model. I'm on your model.
Bullshit. No, you are.
Wait, do you think that compasses don't point north-south on the flat Earth when you're at the equator?
Sir.
Sorry, one more time. You cut out.
What is the problem with looking at an apple?
Do I have to draw a picture?
This guy came in, like, they must get to a point, mustn't they, mid-debate? They must get to a point where they think, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This bloke actually has got answers. Like, I was told by the other flirfs that no one's ever answered this. They avoid this question when you speak to these globers. So there's no fucking way this PhD physicist is going to have any idea what I'm talking about, and I'm going to make him look stupid. And then when they realise that they got all of the answers and he's the one that looks stupid, it's like, where do you go from there? The ego won't let them just drop.
Dude, I don't know, but I don't want to, like, this is not the conversation that I wanted to get bogged down with you.
Yeah, I don't want to have this conversation. I wanted a different conversation. I just brought this one up for a laugh.
I know it's not. I have to draw a picture though.
Are you a good artist?
Not really. But we're going to do it anyway. All right, let's open up MS Paint. Okay, so here's your flat Earth. Let's make it green, right? Here's your flat Earth.
Let's make it green.
And then let's just mark the center.
Who is it that wants to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson? That sounds like Witsit. But I've seen someone else, Lord Jamar. It was Lord Jamar that challenged him, wasn't it?
So like there's your North Pole, right? Roughly there. And the equator, let's put a person at the equator. Let's just make them a little blob, right?
My
the equator's around here.
Hold on. No. You've already fucked it up.
Oh, where's the equator?
Dude, the center point is in the center of the flat plane.
Yeah, that's the black line.
I don't see no black line.
I'm sorry. There it is. So the black line is the North Pole, right?
And well, it's the center of mass.
That's the center of your flat Earth, right? It's like
correct.
It's like where I would call the North Pole. It's like where the north of Canada is. And I put a red person where the I don't know if you can see this. I put a red person.
Dubai, that's it. Dubai challenged him because he knew that Neil deGrasse Tyson said he won't debate anybody on it. So then he decided he'd challenge him. The same as like Roger Ledwell when that challenged Will Duffy to debate once. Will Duffy said he's not doing any more debates or any more stuff about flat Earth. Yeah, that's because you're avoiding us. I'm going to quit today. Well, I challenge you next week then. Very brave.
Roughly where the equator would be, right? This is like a side view.
Yeah, with your wrapped around version, yeah.
Well, this is not the globe. This is the flat Earth. This is just a side view, right?
Yep.
So now we agree. So north is towards the black line, right?
Would be the center point of mass, yes.
Is that the direction that north is in? If you were to drive north, is that the direction? Yes. Okay, so this is north.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's north, right?
Yep.
Now, if you were to get out a compass at the equator, what direction does that compass point?
Well, it would be true north.
Yeah, it would point in the same direction as the direction of north, right?
Yeah.
So the magnetic field,
the center of mass.
The magnetic field is.
So now north is the center of mass. So now north is the center of mass on the flat Earth anyway. What the fuck? But north is also up. It's also the center of mass, even though it's just the center of your map. But it's also up. But that's the center of mass. What the fuck?
It's pointing. Oops. The magnetic field. I'll draw the magnetic field in, I don't know, a maroon. Magnetic field is aligned in this direction.
Correct.
Now, down. I don't know why I have to explain this. Down is this way.
Explain what down and up is to a flat earther. They don't know.
No.
I'm sorry, you don't think down is towards the ground?
I think that maybe your terminology and my terminology is different.
Yeah. It's just the terminologies that are different. It's nothing to do with you being a completely stupid prick.
Okay, what do you mean by down?
So you have like a pass through, right? Like when you showed the magnet of the field, right? Like there is a direction to the magnetic field, correct?
Yeah, the magnetic field is in maroon. It's pointing in the direction of north at the equator.
Yeah, that's down, correct. Yes, I
so
agree.
So blue is down.
Yes.
And red is the magnetic field.
It's the center of the magnetic field. Yes.
No, the magnetic field. Do you know what a magnetic field is?
Yeah, I do.
So a magnetic field.
Make him tell you.
Has a direction at every place. So it has a direction and a magnitude in particular. And so the magnetic field points in a direction everywhere. There is a magnet, like you are in a magnetic field right now, and then
I'm sure it was Fredo that said rivers that go down this way on the globe are running, but they flow that way are running uphill. It was Fredo.
Magnetic field has a direction.
I know him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the magnetic field is pointing towards the center, and that's a different direction than down.
It's just the strongest point of the magnetic.
The magnetic field is one thing. There's not like if you have a whole bunch of magnetic fields, you add them together and you get one magnetic field.
Yeah, that runs through the center of the flat plane.
The magnetic field points in the direction of the maroon arrow because that's the direction a compass points in. And yet down is pointing in a different direction. So how is the magnetic field causing this red dot to fall down when the magnetic field points to the left in this picture?
Why has it took this? The fact that he had to draw him a picture. The fact that he had to draw a picture to even make that point. Will he understand? That's the point. He's now drawn him a picture. Will he understand it?
So let me ask you a question, okay? And I'm going to keep it as simple as I can for you.
To be fair, you're answering the...
Yeah, I'm going to keep it as civil as I can because I can't stand this stupidity that you're hitting me with. I'm going to try and be civil.
Question with a question. I just want you to know that that's what you're doing.
Okay. So we do what's called observational science and then work backwards, correct?
Is this going to be an answer to my question?
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so we agree upon that. So when you look at the formation of an apple, right? So you have a core. Hold on. You have a core, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from that core, mass is created around that core, correct?
I don't know the biology of how an apple forms.
Why not?
Because I'm not a biologist.
Well, it's an example of how nature is created.
No, it's an example of how apples work. I don't know what that has to do with the shape of the Earth.
Okay, but we do observational science, right?
Yeah, we wouldn't observe an apple to try to figure out the shape of the Earth.
We wouldn't?
Yeah, because an apple's an apple, not the Earth.
Okay, well, what would make it unlikely for the Earth to be created the same way, right, as the apple? It's the same. It's nature working.
Is it? Is it a flat apple then?
You think the apple is the same as the Earth?
Yeah, and when you look at the way...
Yeah. I thought you thought the Earth was flat. Is an apple flat?
It's created, it's the same exact way that the flat plane is created due to the toroidal field and the magnetic electrified field that is all around it. And that's the explanation of what you call gravity.
Yeah, so how does that answer my question about what the magnetic field is doing? The magnetic field points left in that picture, and down it points down. How does the magnetic field get you to down?
Because it is applying force.
Yeah, to the left.
No.
The magnetic field points in the left.
The magnetic field is centered in the middle.
That's irrelevant.
No.
He still hasn't understood, does he? He's literally drawn him a picture. He drew him a picture explaining that the north would be the center of his map, which would mean that if that's the center of mass and you're getting pulled to the center of mass, you'd be pulled that way towards the center of mass. He then explained that that is up and towards the ground is down. He still doesn't understand.
It's not.
It doesn't matter where it's centered. It matters what direction is the magnetic field pointing in, where you are.
It's in the middle. And
why is the magnetic field pointing north if it's causing you to go down?
It's not. It's coming in from the north and coming out.
No, it's pointing. Okay, I'll pull up the picture again. It's pointing left.
No. I have a question for you.
He's showing him again.
Pointing left. You haven't answered my question. You haven't answered my question. How is the magnetic field that points left make you go down when you jump?
Bring up the toroidal field again.
How did I look?
Yes. Bring up that toroidal field. This will win the day for this flat earth. So let's bring it up, the toroidal field again.
I'm not going to let you pivot. This is just like a huge dodge.
No, let him pivot back to the toroidal field. That was funny as well. He's never going to get this. This is beyond him. This kiddie's drawing is beyond him.
You got to answer the question.
No, listen, not that one. Bring up the toroidal field again.
No, I'm not going to let you dodge. How is the magnetic field pointing left, but it's causing you to move down?
Listen, you and your little drawing doesn't mean shit.
You and your little drawing. It don't mean shit to me. Just a little drawing. You children, your fucking childish drawings that you do. Yeah, I don't care. So there.
You agreed to this drawing. You agreed that everything in this drawing is accurate.
Listen, the magnetic field is...
Listen, I've got absolutely nothing to say, but listen.
Isn't isolated to the center. It's just where
I didn't say it was. That's irrelevant.
It's coming from the top down through what you would
the
call
magnetic field at the surface of the Earth, at the equator, points north. It doesn't matter what it's doing anywhere else. That's just not how magnetism works.
Yeah, and it's drawn to the strongest part of the field.
That's not what magnetism does. Magnetism isn't drawn. There's a magnetic field everywhere. It has a direction. The direction of the magnetic field is...
He don't know what magnetism is. He's just heard it from a flat earther. Didn't question it, didn't check it. Just accepted it. But the biggest problem is everyone else just accepts whatever they're told. Not like these critical thinkers.
North, and yet somehow you're telling me that this makes us go down.
No, it doesn't make us go down. It applies what you call gravity.
Okay, so why do things fall at the equator?
Because of the toroidal field's forces coming from the top of the toroidal field down through the plane.
Just a toroidal field. Come on, Blitz, get with it. You know this, right?
That is
but that's not the, so okay. So it's not the magnetic field; it's the toroidal field that causes gravity.
Yeah, it's like a tornado.
Okay, so what kind of field is the toroidal field? Is it a magnetic field, an electric field, a gravitational field?
It's both.
But I listed 3 things.
Yeah, it's both.
Both applies to 2 things.
It's both. Is it one of these 17 things? Yeah, it's both of them.
So I listed 3. Which of the 3 things?
Yeah, it has the magnetic field based on the mass that's created in the center, and then its electric field.
So it's an electromagnetic field. So what direction do the 2 vectors point in? What direction? So we already know what direction the magnetic field points in. That points north. So what direction does the electric field point in?
Well, that I don't know. But
That I don't know. I know everything else. There's not one thing he's known yet, to be fair. But he definitely don't know that one.
I would only assume that based on the compass moving due north, positive would be top and negative would be in the bottom.
You don't have a bottom. You just have the flat bit.
Okay, fine.
You haven't got a bottom. Yeah, right then. Don't need one anyway, as long as I got a top.
So what direction does the electric field point in at the equator?
Well, if you're looking at the flat plane and the toroidal field being above and below, right, then I would say it's coming.
I'm asking about the electric field part, because we already know what direction the magnetic field part points.
Mm-hmm.
So what direction does the electric field point?
Same.
It points in the same direction, so it also points to the left.
Not to the left, from the top down, just
to the left, to the left.
It's like an apple.
Okay, so but the magnetic field doesn't point that direction, so it doesn't point in the same direction.
The apple receives all of its nutrients and all of its energy from the top.
I don't care about apples. I don't see what this has to do with the Earth's electric.
That reminds me, if you want to hear CK singing, super chat now.
Field.
Listen, if we do observational science, right, then it's just the same as the apple. The universe.
Why is it the same as the apple? Just go out and observe the electric and magnetic field at the equator. You don't need an apple to do that.
And so, can I ask you a question now?
If you explain to me what direction the electric field points in, yeah.
I told you from the positive.
So the electric field points towards the ground. It points from the sky towards the ground. That's the direction.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so then now, how does an electric field make us fall down?
It's the pass-through properties of the magnetic field.
Well, the
just saying words now that he heard. Who do you reckon he's getting this shit from? Is he getting this from Witsit?
Magnetic field also won't make us fall down. Magnetic
Witsit that saw the 24-hour sun and doesn't care.
Field pointing in the wrong direction to do that.
Okay, so if I take 2 magnets, I can either have them do 2 things based on polarity. I can either have them oppose each other or attract to each other, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, there's your gravity, buddy. Now,
right,
can I ask?
Hold on, but that's not gravity, because the magnetic field's pointing in the wrong direction. That might work if we were being attracted to the north, but we're not. We're being attracted to the ground.
Again, observational science. We agreed on that.
Observational science says that the magnetic field points north, not down.
So if I have opposing magnetic fields, right? Then
this is actually a really good point. So if it's the case that magnetic fields are what is causing us to fall down, then you should be able to take a magnet, and it should fall down faster if its polarity is aligned, and it should float if you invert its polarity. Do magnets ever float? Can you if you just grab a fridge magnet, turn it upside down, and fly into the air? Does that ever happen?
Well, you can make things float in a magnetic field. Absolutely.
Yes, it's Witsit. This is who he follows.
That's not what I asked. I asked if you take a regular old magnet and you drop it, and then you flip it over, does it fly up into the air?
No, because
that's what happens with magnets, right? If you take 2 magnets, if they're arranged one way, they'll attract each other, and if you flip it the other way, it'll repel it and shoot the other one into the air.
Right, but you know damn well that a single magnet by itself doesn't have the mass to overcome the mass of the plane and the toroidal field.
Wait, so it depends on the mass now? I thought it just was about magnetism.
A magnet itself is not, the magnet off of your refrigerator is not big enough to affect the bigger magnetic field that it exists in to do what you just asked me.
But the magnetic field from a fridge magnet is stronger than the Earth's magnetic field.
No,
in fact, it is. The Earth's magnetic field is actually very weak.
I've just seen the time and I've likely only got 20 minutes left. So let's see what else I've got here. Don't want that one, I don't think. Oh my God, do I want fittest flat earther talking about... What about this person? her. Is that the one? What about her? Right. So this is obviously a bit of a new flat earther that thinks she's discovered something. Oh, you want me to continue that? What would people want me to do? Because I don't know how much longer that goes, and I'm just saying, right, I've got about 20 minutes here, and I wanted to touch on as much as possible. Vote. Shall I go on to this person talking about suns in Scotland, or shall I stick to where I was before and carry on with Blitz? Yeah, sunglasses are bigger than her brain. I don't know why the fuck. I don't know if I can finish it because it's got ages to go, but I'll jump back then if that's what people are demanding. With an exclamation mark. Finish it, prick! All right, okay, let's jump on here. Let's do it. Oh yeah, my lives are generally all over the place, so I don't like to stay on things for too long. So I'm gonna. Is she possibly a baby fluff girl? Well, you want to do baby? Well, let's see if I can get through a bit more of this, and then I'll jump to baby fluff girl.
And fridge magnets are 10 to 100 times stronger. I mean, like you can even just take a magnet. In fact, I have a magnet here. This is it's like an AirPod thing, and it's magnetic. So I can just take like a paper clip or something. Well, that's a knife. I probably can't show you that. I just need to find something that's lightweight. One sec, let me grab a spring. Oh, come on. Like we can just come on out. I don't know why the spring's not coming out of my pen. Come on. Okay, I'll find something else magnetic that's small. Here we go. Probably one of these little cards is, I would imagine. No, these are not magnetic. Oh, why don't I have anything magnetic nearby? It's such a bummer because it's such a good demo.
I appreciate the effort, Jim. It was a good go.
It's all right. Can I ask you a question now?
Yeah, let me just do this demo really quick and then you can, I promise. I gotta have something magnetic though. I used to have a paperclip that was magnetic, but it went away.
Maybe it's your personality. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself. Okay, I don't have anything magnetic. Anyway, but you know it just as well as I do that magnets can actually beat the pole of the Earth. You just take a magnet and you can hang something from it and it won't fall, which means that somehow the magnet is stronger than Earth's gravitational pull. So yeah, I mean, like Earth's gravitational pull is quite weak compared to like magnets that we can make. Earth's magnetic field is even weaker still. That's why you can ruin, like if you have a compass, if you put a magnet near the compass, it'll cause the compass to act crazy.
I've also got, by the way, what have I got? 18 minutes until I go. I've also got a bit more, the second part of Vicar and gang bitching about Professor Dave and Jaron.
Yeah.
So it is just true that Earth's magnetic field is quite weak. And so it seems like you can't account for why things fall. But sure, you can go ahead and ask me a question.
Okay. So what is the ozone layer?
I think it's a part of the troposphere where there's a higher amount of O3 in the atmosphere than in other parts.
And how would we prevent through this ozone layer the equalization?
Oh, sorry, it's part of the stratosphere, not the ozone layer, not the troposphere. But go ahead.
Yeah. So how is this supposed ozone layer what the scientists say prevents equalization?
It doesn't do that. That's not what the ozone layer does.
Okay, so the scientists that claim to be climate scientists said there was a hole in the ozone layer.
Yeah.
Did they not?
Yeah, there was, and in fact, there still is. It's just getting smaller.
Okay, so then when I take a container, right, of pressurized gas, right, and I poke a hole in it, right, two things are going to happen.
Oh, the ozone layer is not a container.
Fucking seriously? Did he just say that?
Okay, so what is it?
It's just a layer of atmosphere that has more ozone in it than other layers.
Okay, so again, the scientists stated that it was bad because it was letting gases out of our atmosphere.
No, it was bad because it was letting UV into our atmosphere.
Okay, I'm 50 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. I see Spin. I done a week of Vicar, and the views were dropping every day, and I'm like, right, okay, the interest in this is waning, not dick waning. So I started doing it on the lives. It seems to be popular on the lives, but not so much on the daily shows.
I know the narrative.
We grant that.
I know the narrative. It was never about UV rays, sir.
Oh, it absolutely was. That was the whole business.
No, sir.
That's what that was the whole business. That's why it's bad if there's a hole in the ozone layer, because
Yeah, I wonder if he thinks the ozone layer is the firmament. The rockets scrape across the ozone layer as they go to space.
as more UV gets into our gets past it.
Okay,
The
so
UV layer basically absorbs the ozone layer basically absorbs a big chunk of the UV that comes from the sun. And so if you have a hole, then that UV will just pass right through and not be absorbed.
Okay, great. So debunked on that one. Number 2.
How did he just say it? Yes, another win for me. Yeah. Where's this anyway? I was going to do the violated by gas sound. There it is.
Violated by gas!
You were debunked on that one?
Oh, no. Heavens no. Yeah, that's a big L for you.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, anybody can go check this.
Number 2 is...
oh, he's going to run through all of his wins now.
When you have a pressurized container, right, it's either going to be like over atmospheric pressure or under atmospheric
Gas
pressure.
go down, go boom, boom, my
Atmospheric
friend.
pressure, right? You just don't really need an airtight seal in order to keep stuff at atmospheric pressure.
For this example, this container is above atmospheric pressure. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. If I poke a hole in that container...
No, I will enjoy it. I'll definitely cover it. I say spin. For sure. Maybe if I go live, I possibly might go live Wednesday for an hour and a half, maybe. If not, then next Sunday I might start covering it. But then too much happens in this world during the week. I find too much stuff I want to cover and only get a couple of hours.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are the gases in that container going to equalize with the
Megan!
atmosphere?
At least until the pressures match. Yeah, that's generally what will happen.
Okay. And when those gases come out of that container, are they going to follow any type of controlled disbursement, or is it going to be random?
Well, I wouldn't say it's either. So in some sense, each individual particle behaves randomly, but you can describe the dispersion in a fairly regular way. So like we can describe the expansion of a gas. That's not hard to do.
It's going to be one or the other. It's
not. That's not a true dichotomy. It's a false dichotomy, in fact.
No, it's going to be random. There is going to be no order.
It's not random. Like, we can describe what happens to a gas as it expands mathematically. It's not random.
Okay. Again, equalization of pressure, right?
Yeah.
So
that's a word.
Yeah. So
phrase.
Think of it like we're in a car, right? And I have pressurized gas in the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Uncle Fred, let one loose, whatever. Like if I open up the sunroof, right? Like is that gas?
Yeah, so let's just do this. I'm out of my car. Uncle Fred, is it Fredo? Don't know. Uncle Fred farted. We need to open the window to get rid of him. So
gas go down, go boom, boom, my friend.
Going to disperse in an orderly fashion or in a chaotic fashion?
So it disperses in a statistically describable fashion. This what you're describing is called diffusion, and diffusion is well studied. It's well understood via statistical mechanics, thermodynamics, etc. This is something that's you study as an undergrad if you're getting a physics degree.
Okay, so again, we have a pressured container, right? And we have the Earth's atmosphere, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if space is a vacuum, then what is preventing our atmosphere from equalization?
Gravity.
Gravity?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I can't believe how stupid you are, PhD physicist, to say gravity. Oh my God, that's just your answer to everything, you guys.
But it's gas.
Yeah, gas is affected by gravity.
Okay, and so when we look at our atmosphere, right? What do we have at the top?
We have the least dense things at the top of the troposphere, I guess.
No, you can fuck off.
I don't remember the names of the layers of the atmosphere. Do you?
No.
What's so it says the exosphere is space. It's the mesosphere. I'm sorry. At the top of the mesosphere, we have we have hydrogen and helium and stuff like that. At least that we have those things in higher quantities than we do closer to the surface of the Earth.
So if space is a vacuum, scientists say that it is, right?
Well, it's not a pure vacuum. It's just a stronger. It's just a strong vacuum, compared to the Earth. Like there are still like gas particles. They're just spread out.
Dispersed.
Yeah, they're not. It's not uniform, but they're fairly spread out. Yeah.
Okay. So then what
I love the way he's going to pretend that he's got any idea what he's talking about here. Yeah, the vacuum of space. They think it's a Henry Hoover, whatever the fuck it's called.
is preventing the lightest gas in our atmosphere from equalizing? Because that's what we...
So it's already in equilibrium.
Hold on. That's
it's already in equilibrium.
No, it's not.
Sure it is.
It's not at a Lagrange point, sir.
Do you know what equilibrium means?
Gas go down, go boom,
for me,
boom, my
it's,
friend.
You know, being drunk on a ship, not trying to...
We grant that.
Yeah. I mean, but that's with like the internal water within my 2 ears, right? So
all equilibrium means is that if you let time run forward, it will stay in the same state.
So what you're saying is it's in a Lagrange point.
No, a Lagrange point is a specific thing with regards to
Sounds like cognitive dissonance to me,
two-body
mate.
gravitational systems. Like I think you're confused.
Right.
This has nothing to do with Lagrange points. No.
We have the moon, do we not?
Yeah, the moon's gravitation, it doesn't really play a significant role on the Earth's atmosphere. Like there are atmospheric tides, but like the actual gravitational attraction of the Earth is sufficiently strong to keep these things from leaving the atmosphere, at least most of it from leaving the atmosphere, even during high tide.
So we can observe, right, when we have a container of gas that is
gas. Stop saying gas every time you say gas.
Gas go down, go boom, boom, my friend.
It's greater in pressure than the atmosphere, then it will escape and equalize to the atmosphere, correct?
Yeah.
Then why would it not happen in space?
It does. Find me a place where there's high pressure next to low pressure.
We're talking about it.
Where? What altitude?
Well, it could be what you would refer to as space, which is I believe it's the carbon line.
Yeah, so what?
Oh, is he going to pretend that the pressure is the same all the way up until suddenly it becomes space? Does he really believe that?
What's the altitude? We can just look up the atmospheric pressure at like 1 kilometer below the carbon line and 1 kilometer above the carbon line if you want, and we can see if there's high pressure next to low pressure if you want.
Sure.
Okay, so we want the altitude, or we want the atmospheric pressure at 99 kilometers. Air pressure at altitude calculator. I just found a calculator. I hope that's okay that we can just use. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong thing.
It's the kid's drawing again. They didn't understand.
Here we go. I hope this is okay.
He needs to ascertain this.
So we want the other one. We want air pressure at altitude. So calculate air pressure at altitude. So let's say that we are at, 1 meter below the carbon line. So the carbon line's 100 kilometers. So we want, so that would be 100,000 meters. So we want 99,999 meters, right? Oh,
sure.
The maximum altitude is 20,000 meters. Okay, we need a better calculator. This one can only go up to 20,000. One sec, let me go find a better one. Actually, we could probably even just look up the formula if you wanted to. Pressure altitude calculator, here we go. Oh no, okay, so we need one that will actually let me calculate.
I want to be as angry typing as Blitz. And as fast, rather than me doing and all that shit. Like I'm literally one step away from Flurf.
Altitude. Just making sure that this one works. Waiting for valid input. Is there a range that's valid? What's the... Oh, I need pascals. Okay, so apparently the pressure is so low that it's not even valid, but we can just pull up the formula. Atmospheric pressure, altitude, formula. Barometric formula, this is what we're looking for, right?
Imagine explaining shit to someone you've got that you know no matter what you say, this person's got absolutely fucking no chance in understanding what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, here we go. Here's the formula. So all we need to do is we need to fill in all of these variables, if you will. It would be kind of a pain to do that explicitly, but what we can do is we can just look and see is this formula. This might be over your head. I promise I'll be gentle. Is this formula continuous? Meaning,
yeah, I think Blitz is Chat GPT. I think that's who he is. He's just like the next generation. Flat Chat GPT 6 or whatever it's up to.
If you change the height by a small amount, does the pressure change by a small amount? That's the question, right? And This is the exponential function. So an exponential function is not even, it's continuous. It's smooth even. So if you change the height by a millimeter, the pressure will change by some very, very tiny amount. And in fact, we can probably just go compute this explicitly. It gives us the numbers for the variables. So let me just open up a more sophisticated calculator really quick.
So is your argument that our atmosphere goes further than what we would consider atmosphere? But
no, my argument is that there's no place where the atmosphere goes from high to low abruptly. There's no barrier. There's no abrupt change. So we want the reference pressure. What value is the reference pressure? Is that the sea level? Is that the pressure at sea level?
I would imagine it would be.
Yeah, it probably is. Valid from sea level to 86 kilometers. Okay, well, we can't go up to 100 kilometers, but we can at least use this up to 86, and so we can look at 85 and 86 if you want. So let's just put in 100,000 pascals. That's roughly the reference pressure. So and then we have a negative G naught, which is 9 point... Oh, why is gravity showing up in this formula? That's weird. 28.9644 times h minus 0 altitude divided by, I need 8.31432 times 10 to the third Newton meters per kilomole per Kelvin, and then we need the temperature, which is minus 6.
What the fuck's he talking about? I don't know.
0.5. All right. So I just plugged in the formula with the numbers. I will change it so that you can see as well. Here we go. Plugged in the formula. One sec. I have to do something really quick. Uh, 150. Oop. There we go. So I plugged in the formula.
Gary?
Just plugged in some numbers. Oh, oops. There we go. And I want to make sure that this is the right number. Yep.
You know Blitz's first name is Gary, right?
Gary.
That's his first name. So next time you see him, just say hello
Gary
to him and see what he says.
Oh no, sorry, this needs to be times negative. There we go. So now we can just evaluate. This is in meters. So we can evaluate at 85,999 meters, right? Oh, that's not supposed to be a minus sign there. That's why. We have this number, this tiny, tiny number at 85,999 meters. And at 86,000 meters, we have an equally tiny number. Now, I probably got the units wrong because the numbers are probably not supposed to be that tiny. Is this in kilometers? No, it's in meters. It's in kilograms. It's in kilomoles.
Wait, can I make an observation?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, so...
Oh, I need the reference. Sorry, I need the reference temperature. So I need 288. That's the number that should be there.
Right, but your math is going to give you...
Here we go.
Your math is going to give you predictable results.
No, Meg, I've got absolutely no idea who that Gary is. This is just Gary.
Gary.
3.7 pascals at 86,000 meters and 3.7 pascals at 85,999 meters.
When Blitz was born, Mrs. Blitz said, "I named this child
Gary."
Right.
So yeah, there's no abrupt change of pressure, right?
Hold on. Let me just say this.
Yeah, go
Your
ahead.
formula is going to give you the information that you put into the formula. It's going to produce the result because that's what
this is the globe formula, and the globe formula says that there is no abrupt pressure change anywhere. And so if your claim is that the globe can't make sense because high pressure flows to low pressure, there is no place where high pressure is next to low pressure on the globe model.
But wait a minute, okay? So we do observational science, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No,
so
mate.
then why is it that we don't have a blending effect with our atmosphere to space, or what scientists define as space, right? Because I see...
We do have a blending effect with our atmosphere. What are you talking about?
Hold on. What I see based on the photography...
My ex, hang on, what about this one?
Table manners! You are all scum!
My ex podcast partner attempted to do gas go down, go boom boom once. This was his attempt at it, right?
Das go bang, bang, boo boo.
It's a good attempt, wasn't it?
Gary.
That NASA and scientists such as yourself want to give to, us peons, the public, is a very distinct line of the horizon when you can see the differential between what would appear as black, devoid of space, versus what would be the perceived beginning of our atmosphere that looks blue.
Right. It's a good question, actually. It's because of the relationship between,
It's being polite. That was a shit question.
Atmospheric thickness, atmospheric density, and atmospheric extinction. This is also known as, there's another
So maybe change the subject.
word for it. Well, atmospheric extinction is basically a measure of how quickly light gets absorbed through the atmosphere, right? And you know that this is a real thing. Like, there's a reason why mountains kind of fade into the sky as you drive further and further away from them. It's because the light that's reflecting off those mountains, it eventually will be absorbed by the atmosphere. So what you're seeing the part of the atmosphere that's thick enough that it can still be seen, and the part that's just a little bit above that is just no longer thick enough that it can absorb a meaningful amount of light that you can see.
And so is it your assertion that it's like an abrupt value?
It's not abrupt, it's smooth, but quick. Because both effects are exponential, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's the part where I say, it's almost like there's a container.
Well, that's the part you make a prick of yourself then, as fucking usual. Right, my 2 hours is up. I had a hard out here. Didn't make the goal. Good attempt, guys. Thanks for all the super chats. Thank you, Jim, for all of the memberships for everybody. I will definitely be back next week. If not on Wednesday, then on Sunday. Maybe both. Depends on what I can do. And I will be around doing the show Monday to Friday. Dependent, I'll probably use loads of stuff that I didn't use today, and whatever you want to send me. People should... Yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't covering him. People should go to my Discord. The link has been posted numerous times there in the chat there. Maybe they could chuck it up again a couple of times before I go here. Get on the Discord if you can send me links there to things that you want me to react to, cover, and all of that sort of shit. Yeah, so I think that was all. There was loads of other stuff I wanted to do here, which is a bit annoying. But time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Cheers, everyone, for jumping in. We've stayed over 100 for a long, long time today, so that was brilliant. Thanks for all of your support. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for all the memberships and everything else. I do appreciate all of it, and I'll see you next time. Adios for now. See ya.